Hey guys, it's Barbara Hammond here. I am making up homemade corn tortilla chips. Making tortilla soup for dinner tonight, and it usually calls for a little bit of tortilla chips on the top and give it a nice little crunch to go with the soup. And when you buy a bag of chips, they're loaded with sodium. Oh my God, so much sodium, so much salt, so much oil, so much probably not as good for you stuff. So I like to make them pseudo from scratch. So what I do is I get a bag of corn tortillas because there's no trans fat. It's made out of corn, not flour, so it's a little bit more better for you. It's got good stuff. You know, it's easy to kind of know what's in your food. So the corn tortillas that I have, it works out to roughly 2 tortillas is about 100 calories, so 50 calories each. So it's pretty low calorie. It's very low fat. It's very low sodium. It's only 10 milligrams per tortilla, so extremely low sodium, good for you stuff. You can always look at the nutrition label on the back of your bags. I'm using these here, so I'm just reading off the back of this. Real fancy smanchy. Okay, so how to make corn tortilla chips. So you start with your round corn tortilla, right? They're very small. They're very round. Corn tortilla, yum. And you're going to slice it into strips. So I usually layer a thick stack of them, I don't know, maybe about an inch high or whatever. And then I start chopping them into strips. So you can see I have my chopped up strips. The next step is putting them in a mixing bowl. Make it simple and pour some healthy oils over it. So I usually like to use olive oil, or coconut oil is actually really good. It's a nice metabolism booster, whatever you have. I certainly recommend virgin olive oil, canola oil, coconut oil would be my top 3 healthier oil choices. So right now we're using olive oil there we go. And you drizzle, just a little, lightly coat it with oil. I'd probably put in maybe 2 tablespoons, maybe 3 tablespoons. It's up to you. Just start with less, and you can always add more if you need to, but you know, less is best if you can get away with it. So you put your strips in, and then you start, so you got your strips and you coat them in the oil. I use my fingers and I just kind of mix it with my hand. I mix the strips with the oil so they get nice and coated on both sides, and you get nice oily fingers, yay. Then the next part is putting them on a cookie sheet. So I like to line a cookie sheet with some foil, and I spread out the lovely strips. You can see here I've got them all spread out. Kind of space them out because if they overlap they don't necessarily bake evenly, so try to spread them out on the sheet as evenly as you possibly can. I like to sprinkle a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, very light, maybe a little bit of paprika or some chili powder if you want a little extra kick. You can put some red pepper flakes in, whatever works best for you. And you put them in the oven at 425 for about 10 minutes each side, and when they're done they look like this. Yummy, yummy, yummy. And they have a lovely yummy crunch. They're so good. You can dip them in your guacamole. You can do all kinds of yummy stuff with it. Yes, hi Zachary. And my son's here, and he would like one too, so I'm going to give him a chip. There you go, one chip. Nope, they don't want one. More for me. Anyways, make an extra batch because your family's going to snatch these up. They're so good. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know in the comments. Check out my Facebook page. Under construction would be worse, and I'll see y'all soon. Happy munching.